Welcome everyone. This is Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot. Going to do a collective update for 2022. Today is January 1st, 2022, so Happy New Year. I'm going to, been drawn to do a reading to sort of give us a baseline as to where we're starting out in 2022. In 2021, we did a lot of healing, right? We did a lot of shadow work, a lot of darkness came out. A lot of really deep emotional healing went on. The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Both were on these individual journeys here, okay? So I felt that, I kind of needed a jumping off point, right, for the collective as we go into 2022. Like, sort of, where are we starting at? Where are things at? Where are we going as well? So I want to try to get, and we'll see how this really works out on its own, because I usually let the cards lead. But my intention for this reading is sort of to get an idea of where the masculine is at, where the feminine is at. Really look into how they're mirroring each other, how they're supporting each other on this journey as well, even though they are in separation and they're on their individual journeys. Are there signs of alignment? Are they starting to come together? How close, possibly, is union to them as we get, some cards for the connection itself, to see really how closely drawn together they are starting to get. This is a 2022 is a 222 year, so that is all about finding balance in love and abundance and family, coming together. It is also a number 6 year, which is about, like I said, balance, coming together, having even give and take, if you will. So this is a very fertile time for unions, and the possibility is there as long as the counterparts are doing their work and really getting along. So I wanted to sort of get into really just looking at the connection itself, looking individually, okay? So let's start by getting sort of an overall theme, an overall energy as we start 2002, okay? First card would be for the masculine. Where is the masculine at in his energy as he starts the new year, okay? This is sort of, even though our hearts and our minds and our physical, which is what we're going to dive into individually, this is the overall energy. Like, what is his main theme starting out in 2022? What is the main theme for the masculine as he starts out this new year? The focus of this part of his journey, of this part of his path. Where is he starting out? Show the world the real you. So the masculines are starting out this year with a fresh start. Maybe, the last couple years or the last year, it was really about him learning his self-worth, about finding his voice, about, he might have been putting other people's needs ahead of his own. Things that he wanted and wished for were kind of put on the back burner. And starting out in this new year, it's all about, this is his year. This is his mindset is like, this is my year. I'm done living for you. I'm done living the way others want me to, or how I perceived what other people wanted for me. And this year is all about what I want and how I want to live my life. Okay. Where's the feminine at? Where is she? What is mindset is she starting out this new year with? A new romantic cycle begins. So, the feminines have been working hard. Now, remember, the feminine energy, the feminines hold the energy of the connection. We sort of lay down the groundwork, right? The energy that the masculines use to create and to lead. We're the ones that kind of lay down the tracks that kind of drive that forward for them. So this is interesting, right? The masculines are all about, it's my year. I'm going to live for me and the things that I want. And the feminines are saying, okay, well, this energy is all about a new romantic cycle. This is what I want as well. So in a way, these are kind of coming into alignment as long as, the things that the masculine has mostly on his mind and in his heart space is about romance and about coming together and about having that love and that stuff that he blocked himself off of for such a long time. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's get a few cards here. Where is the masculine in his mind, in his when he thinks about this connection? Where is he at? Where is he at in his headspace when he thinks about this connection? And we'll take one more. Okay. In his headspace, right? He's trying to find the balance. And I think this balance, this juggling with this Two of Pentacles that he has here, this is really about, like I said before, living for other people, making decisions in his past based on what he thought other people wanted. Possibly putting things off in his own life because of other people's perceptions. Not wanting to rock the boat, per se, or not wanting to have to answer to anybody for any of his decisions in his life or the things that he did. So he put himself on the back burner, his needs and his wants and his wishes for others. So right now in his headspace, he's like juggling. Like, okay, well, how can I now show the world who I really am and what I really want? How can I start to live for myself when I've really painted myself into this corner and this is my life right now? With the Five of Swords in the center, this is like creating a lot of change. He knows that once he steps forward to show the world the real him, this is going to change a lot in his life. And he's sort of picking up all of his truths and picking up all of his, his swords and whatnot, and really wants to walk away from this battle that he's been fighting. And this battle that he's been fighting could be that even though he's placating the people around him and trying to keep everybody else happy and everybody else at peace, it creates an inner turmoil for him. And he always feels like he's having to fight, kind of me taking on the world type of thing, okay? But he wants a new beginning in love. In his headspace, this is really what he thinks about constantly. And he knows, that this would change his whole outlook on life, With this eye on this, on this card, this eye really sticks out to me. And this is sort of like, to me, it could be his third eye opening. He's awakening to what this connection really is to him. He has this cup of love that he's kind of been keeping wrapped up and built all these walls around, not wanting to get hurt, not wanting to be vulnerable. But all he keeps, on his mind is, who am I going to share this cup of love with? I know that I have this special connection with this person, with this feminine, right? And I just have to figure out how it's all going to work together. So this masculine that I'm channeling right now is very much a logical thinker, someone who might not be very, may have locked himself off from his heart space. So a lot of his decisions and things in life are very logical. And towards the end of 2021, the masculines went through a period where they were learning how to believe in things that they could not touch. Feminines and masculines differ in the way they experience the world. The masculine energy experiences the world through physical touch, through, this is a ball. It feels like a ball. It bounces like a ball. Therefore, it's a ball. And they're good with that. Anything that they can't touch, interact with, see, smell, sense, whatever, they have a hard time believing in. The feminines, however, are energetic. They believe in things that they cannot see because they've felt it. I have a good feeling about this. Or the masculines can't, even though they might have a good feeling about something, they don't trust that because they can't feel it. Okay? Or they can't touch it. So they were learning more how to trust in the energy, how to trust in those feelings, how to trust in things that they can't physically interact with. Believing in a higher power, believing that someone else is driving the bus. And sometimes they have to kind of let go and let someone else take the reins, that they can't do it all. Okay? So this is the lesson that they've kind of closed off the year with. And going into 2022, this has really made them empowered to really show themselves. And it's time for me to change gears here. It's time for me to start living for myself. My cup of love is so full, and I want to share it now. It's time for me to stop hiding it. It's time for me to want to have this brought forward. Where's the masculine at in his heart space when he thinks of this connection? Coming into 2002. He knows that this relationship is what he wants. This relationship is in his heart. He knows that this person, the feminine, is the person he wants to share this cup of love with. He wants this to come together and to be, he wants to come in together and have this relationship and have this balanced relationship. The fucking lovers. In his heart space, he knows that this is a destined connection. He knows that this is his person. And he's supposed to be here. He wants to be able to have this even give and take. He knows he's been a shithead up until now. And he's been, holding back and afraid to commit and afraid to come forward because of all this other stuff. He was worried about other people's opinions. He was worried about how people were going to look at him if he decided to come forward with his feelings. But this connection is so much taken over his heart space that it's almost getting to the point where he can't ignore it. It's time for it to bust through. He knows that he wants this reunion. He knows that they're destined to be together, and he wants that even give and take in his heart space. What is his physical space? How is his physical space right now? In his day-to-day life, what is he up against in his day-to-day life as he starts 2022? Okay, we have the sun. So something's being illuminated in his life as he starts this new journey, okay? And it could be that his heart space is opening. We have the sun here in this lover's card. The sun is busting forward, right? This could be. The sun is happiness and joy and, really things opening up to the world and good times coming. His emotional bliss is coming. He's ready to really come forward and profess his love here. With this Queen of Wands, he knows that his feminine, this is his feminine here. He wants her in his physical space. He knows that she's been doing this alone. With or without him, she's been growing and she's been doing her thing. And, And you know, the Queen of Wands is the single mother of the deck. It's kind of like, you know what? I don't have anybody here. I got to do this for me, and I got to continue to go forward. I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm going to continue to do my work and continue to go forward. I'm independent and I'm strong. And, you know, I don't need anybody. And he knows that. He sees that. And he wants that in his physical world. So as 2020 comes upon him, this happiness and this emotional bliss and the feminine here, this is all going to start to integrate into his physical world. To me, this is the masculine allowing this connection to manifest in the 3D. They've been connected on the higher realms with this lover card. This is the 5D love that they have, this energetic connection that they have. And the fact that, you know, when you read this way, right, we have the 5 of Wands. He's ready to change his world and stop fighting this connection. Stop fighting this connection because he knows that they're already together in the 5D. So let's pull it down into the 3D and make it a reality. Let's make this, you know, this emotional bliss here. Because I have this cup of love that I want to share, and I want it to be reciprocated, you know, reciprocal with this person. I know that she's been going at it alone, and I want to now be the person that she needs to hold her up. Because I'm tired of juggling my life and hiding this, you know, fact that I have this person that I love, and I want them to be in my world. I want them to be my sun. I want them to be my happiness. Okay? So how beautiful is that, right? Well, let's take a look now at the feminine. What is the feminine's journey as she starts 2022? Where is she at in her headspace as she goes into 2002 about this connection? Where is the feminine? What is she thinking in her headspace going into 2002 about this connection? I think I need one. Oh, Lord. Too many. One more, please. Thank you. Okay. So in her headspace, well, you know, the feminine's having a rough time of it, right? She wants to start this new cycle. She's been defensive, right? She's been defending her position. She's known that this connection is what she's destined for. She's believed in this connection the whole time. And she's kind of dug her heels in, and she's like, no, like, I know that this is coming. He is my match, my King of Wands. And I know that this is where it's going to be at. Yes, I know that, you know, sometimes I get weary, and I feel that I've missed opportunities here. But I know that, you know, this 2 of Cups here is still here for me. So in her headspace, right, the King of Wands is a match to the Queen of Wands. She's dug in her heels. In her headspace, she's persevering. She's defending this connection. She has the masculine in her sight. She knows that he's independent and passionate and determined. You know, she sees him doing his work. She sees him thriving and striving and, you know, going at it alone, even though she keeps throwing those life supports out there. You know, wants to do this on his own. She needs to fight, you know, in her mind. She's kind of like, well, yeah, like, I feel like we've missed opportunities. You know, I do feel that this has taken a long time, and it kind of gets depressing having to go through holidays alone and, you know, not knowing, no communication. I don't know what's going on, right? Where is she in her heart space about this connection? When she thinks about this connection in her heart space, where is the feminine in her heart space? So I got 4. All right. So in her heart space, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is a match to him in his headspace. She knows in her heart space of this struggle, of this balance that needs to occur. she might have things in her life too that she needs to balance out in order to welcome this connection forward, okay? The Two of Pentacles being in her heart space, though, is kind of like she's trying to balance that head over heart, right? Her head is very, like, kind of rough right there. So she's trying to continue to have hope. So, you know, the star is here, like, to remind her, this is divine intervention, to remind her to keep hopeful, keep hope in your heart. You know, keep your emotions tempered, keep dreaming the dream. Remember, you are energy and you are love, and you need to continue to hope and believe to give your manifestations the life that they need, okay? We also have Temperance. And the Temperance is another divine intervention, right? Coming in to help temper her emotions. The communication is coming, okay? This communication is coming. And she wants, in her heart, she wants to believe and have hope. She wants to be patient and this is unconditional love here. With these two angels here coming in. Her hopes and her dreams have been noticed. They have been put on notice. They are working very hard here. If you notice, you know, the two of them trying to alchemy, right? Trying to get this connection to really gel and come forward, to produce this communication that the feminine really longs for here. And it is coming. You know, that's divine timing. That's all divine intervention, divine timing, divine healing. This couple here, if it resonates with you, just know that you are divinely protected. And, you know, the universe is conspiring to bring you where you want. And this is a complete turnaround from a lot of previous readings where, you know, this connection is so much in the masculine's energy, where before it really was only in the feminine's energy. So they've kind of done a about face, kind of like a reboot here. They switched places, which happens, right? So in her physical world, what does she have coming to her in the physical for this connection in 2022? How is this going to manifest for her in the physical in 2002? Let's clarify this Tower moment here. I really think this is just going to take her by surprise, and that's what the Tower means. Whoop. Yeah, a new beginning. All right, so in the physical, and what do we have as the bottom of the decks here? Okay, so bottom of the, well, we'll get to that, but in the physical, this connection is going to bring her very much a lot of happiness and joy. So here we have mirroring, right? They both have the sun in their physical world, you know, about this connection. The Lovers, this is that balanced connection that she knows she's destined for. This is really this connection showing itself and pulling it down into the 3D. This is the manifestation of this connection. This is union. This is the coming together in the physical, okay? With the Tower, as you know, is a big sudden change, right? So in clarifying that, I got the Fool and the Page of Cups. So this offer of love that's going to come forward, this masculine is going to kind of come bursting through the door like, all right, I'm ready. Let's do this. Like, I'm ready to take this leap of faith. I'm ready for this new beginning. It's going to come out of nowhere. It's almost like you have no communication and then bang, you get that communication and it's like, I'm ready. You know, what do we do next? Let's do it. He's just going to be like all of these suppressed emotions, all of these things that he's been holding back from her. He just wants to bring it forward and spill it out. But what I'm seeing here is this connection, manifesting union in the 3D. In 2022. It's going to happen. Bottom of the deck for the masculine, we have the Star, which is a match to the feminine's heart space. Okay? He is learning about hope and believing in a higher power and getting some of that divine healing that he needed, this divine intervention to make him believe again. Okay? Bottom of the deck for the feminine is the Empress. So she's stepping into her Empress power. The Empress is, nurturing and fertile and powerful. She is all the queens embodied. So the feminines have done their work, and energetically they're here for it. They're ready to lay down the tracks towards union. They're ready to, bring this whole thing into the physical. Okay? So let's take a look a little more here on how the feminine is supporting, the way these cards are reading here, how the feminine is supporting the masculine on his journey here. Okay? So if she is energetic, right, if she's the one that's laying down the tracks, if we look at the headspace, how is she, she is supporting him by believing in him as being her match, her King of Wands. This is allowing him to fill his cup, to, he feels the energy of her holding him up and treating him like a king and knowing that he has this determination and being this passionate, right? This is allowing him to fill his cup because she sees him that way. The Five of Cups here and the Five of Swords. So even though it's kind of like, yeah, we've missed a few opportunities, man. Like, it's not coming together. I'm trying not to cry over spilt milk. This is a match for me to the Five of Swords. It's time to cut your losses and stand up and take your shit and start moving forward, right? You still have two cups here. You still have the blessings that you were trying to fight against. And then the Seven of Wands is, holding ground. Steady, making things, trying to keep things balanced and firm so that he can find this balance of this Two of Pentacles. The fact that her Two of Pentacles are in her heart space and it's in his head space, it's kind of like trying to balance the scales, right? He's got the Two of Pentacles there, so she's going to have it here. All this divine intervention that she's got here, is giving him hope and, having patience and keeping her heart open is allowing him to see how special this connection is. And wanting it to be reciprocal and wanting it to come together and have this relationship. They both have the Sun. They both have emotional bliss and a balanced relationship, coming through in their physical. So, this is a very much aligning couple. So let's get some energies of the connection. What can we expect in 2002 as they come to closer and closer together? So what I'm kind of, let's see. How is this connection going to progress forward and come together? Okay. Wowzers. Okay. So we have the Sun. Okay. For this connection, Sun, the Sun. So the Sun, something is going to be illuminated. This happiness and this joy is really going to be the thing that when they find happiness and joy in their lives individually, in each one of their physical worlds, it's going to kind of shine the light on this connection. There is this time of pause here, the Seven of Pentacles, but this is really about them waiting for the alignment. They're both at a good stopping point in their own journeys, where now, this connection can start to, count their blessings and move forward, because we have the Three of Wands here. And the Three of Wands is about having a plan for the future, about getting ready to start on this journey here to the Ten of Cups, this emotional bliss, this happy family, this, good time that's coming. So, let me get one more. Yeah. This is about a journey. This is about a spiritual journey that these two have been on. And it's now coming to fruition that now the new journey is going to start. They've individually done the work, and now it's time for them to align and come together and continue to work on this emotional bliss to finish out the journey together. Just because, union isn't the end of the line. Once you're in union, you still have lessons to learn and growth as a couple, and you have to learn, to interact together, and the intimate details of being one. Okay, so there still are lessons, and there still is this spiritual journey left. But as part of the connection, it's when the connection's lessons start here. There's a lot to be told. There was a lot that's gone unsaid between these two. And that's going to come to an end. This communication that this feminine has in her heart space that she's trying to manifest. This open and honest communication. All that is going to come to fruition. Like in her physical, with this Page of Cups, this is open and honest communication. They're no longer going to keep things from each other. I do feel that going forward that this connection is going to be very happy and very supportive. And they're going to support each other in ways that, normal everyday people don't. Because of what they've gone through individually on their journey and the lessons that they've learned, and just how supported, divinely supported that they are. This is really going to be a connection that delivers that unconditional love. They're going to reach that pinnacle of unconditional love for each other, and that is just going to spread to everybody that they come in contact with. We have the Empress. This is about being in the Empress power, about there being balance between the two of them, about bringing change to the world, right? That's what this connection's purpose is about, being the change for the world, coming together. So that's, let's get some words from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know? That this is going to be a very rewarding and blessed year coming up for the collective that this resonates with. And, you just have to continue to believe, right? Spirit wants you to know that you deserve love and you are lovable. And that this love, is everything that you've asked for. And everything you thought it would be and more. And the universe wants nothing more than you to have that, to be fulfilled in that area. To feel unconditionally loved is, the greatest blessing and gift that you could have. And I just dropped the card. So hold on. Bear with me. As I stretch my... Okay. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present memories. So, yeah, this is, they've both been through a lot. And, learning and forgiving and healing from these I do feel that this connection has they've both kind of gone through the same things. This being torn apart and being really taken down to their knees in order for them to build themselves back up and learn from that and grow from that. To be broken open, right? To have the greater capacity to love because you've been through hell. And then enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, honeymoon, this could lead to marriage. This could lead, once things come together and manifest themselves in the 3D. Once you have union, this could be a very fast-moving energy. This could mean marriage. This is a love of a lifetime, love of lifetimes. You've done this bit before. Let's get one more. It's worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So, of course, it's divine timing, right? It's all in the time that it takes for you to become the person that you're destined to be. And, it's all in divine timing. And I've said it, before. This is a connection that's divinely protected and being guided. And, waiting for each person to sort of let go and let them drive. This last bit of surrender should be easy. What does the Divine Masculine's higher self want you to know? Please be strong. I want to hold you so I know that you will be safe and sound. The echo of you flows through me. You are always on my mind. And I talk to you even though you are not here. So energetically, you are on their mind. Energetically, they feel you. They know that you're kind of over it. They know that you're tired, that you've been defending, that you've been carrying the energy all this time. They don't want you to give up right before the blessing. Be strong, right? All right, the feminine. Forgive me, I am only able to take baby steps at this time. So, the feminine is a little leery, right, about coming back together. The feminine knows that things have to go slow. My ego is stripped. I'm very weak. How do I heal? I'm at my lowest right now. Please send me your love. The 5 of Cups. Being at that point where you kind of want to give up, but you don't. What else? Divine Feminine. Higher Self. My answer is no. I'm sorry, my darling. The time is just not right. So, this is what the healing is. This divine healing is coming forward for in the feminine's heart space. This is what I'm getting. They want communication so bad. They want balance so bad that they're trying to fight this lack mentality, this crying over spilt milk, thinking that they've missed an opportunity, trying, losing patience, right? Losing strength. I don't know how long I can defend this connection. It's been so long, right? I'm weak. I'm at a point where I'm like ready to surrender. I'm like done. But that's exactly what the feminine needs to do. She needs to surrender. Allow this divine healing to take place. Allow the universe to drive. Rest, recharge, get ready for the sun to come out. So I do see this collective going into 2022 with a lot of promise and, like I said, things lining up and rewards and everything that you've been through in 2021, all of the lessons, all of the hardships and the lonely times and the hard times. We're all not for nothing. It's all going to start to come together and gel. You just have to remain hopeful. Always have hope. So I hope that resonates. I hope you enjoy that reading. I am available for personal readings. You can check out my website, lisaantero.com, and book a reading through there. I have all different readings for all different price points. Like I said, I've added fertility readings to that. I might do a video just to show you what they're about. Those are email readings, not video though. I have a tarot deck that I just designed that's going to be coming out in the next couple weeks. So I will be doing a video on unboxing those. They will be available for sale on my website as well. Starting in 2022, I will also be adding items to my storefront. So watch for that. So if you are a subscriber to my channel, please do check my link tree. Subscribe to my website. Follow me on the other socials to get all of the content. I try to spread it out through all the different platforms. But the twin flame journey is one that's very close to my heart, and kind of seeing it through and helping people through the ups and the downs and all of that is sort of where I feel I belong right now. So I hope that this reading really gives you hope and really resonates with you. And if it does, leave a comment. I really like to hear your feedback on some of my readings as well. And I'm sending you out so much love, and I hope to be doing a lot more videos in the coming year. So Happy New Year, and good luck. I'm excited. Get excited. It's all coming to fruition. I can't wait to see what the next one is. Have a good one. Thank you.